Welcome back to Fear Consortium, your sanctuary of terror. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss an episode. At Fear Consortium, the darkness is always one step ahead, and you don't want to get left behind. On a rain-slicked night in the 1890s, Frank Henderson surveyed the crest of West Main Hill, a king gazing over his kingdom. The president of the Henderson Ames Company, Frank visualized his castle before it was brick or mortar, conjured from the mists of old Europe. Architects and masons carved his vision into stone, shaping over 10,000 square feet of corridors, salons, and lavish chambers. Each architectural flourish meant to secure the Henderson legacy in Kalamazoo's soil. Construction ended in grandeur, but so began the tragedy. Frank, his life's work realized, dwelled only briefly in these storied halls before death claimed him. Mary Henderson remained, drifting alone in the vaulted spaces until her own passing. Owners and guests came and went like ghosts themselves, stories both glorious and grim, infusing the walls with ever-deepening history and something more sinister. Across floors of mahogany and maple, warmed by marble fireplaces, crowned with imported Italian tilework. Crystal chandeliers flicker above as if shifting in a breeze that only the long dead feel. Hidden doors stand behind faded tapestries, tunnels crawl beneath the earth, and some rooms twist impossibly in size, as if the castle itself, alive, resists being fully known. Along the staircase the air chills, the scent of rose water or faint cigar smoke, a whisper of those who still linger. In the grand turret, guests stand silent, hoping not to see the shadowed shape that paces the perimeter, solitary and shrouded in sorrow. Frank's mourning figure, a tall, brooding man, sometimes glimpsed near windows or tracing silent circles in the turret. Those who pass report a sudden, biting cold and the distinct sense of being silently watched. Mary's morning touch. Her soft perfume drifts behind after fleeting sightings. Mirrors frosting unexpectedly, jewelry vanishing only to appear in odd corners, as if gently returned from beyond. Intelligent haunts. Guests have heard voices beckoning with their names, or felt an insistent but protective tug, leading them from certain rooms, as if warning them from unseen danger. The lady in white, ethereal and silent, glides across upper hallways. Her passage chills the air by 20 degrees and leaves an overpowering scent of violets. Her face, pallid and inexpressive, imprints itself in memory for those unwilling or unable to look away. The former nursery brims with joy and melancholy. Unseen children giggle and sing, and toys are found spinning or rolling unaided. In the fogged glass and the dust on beams, the name Christine appears, scratched by a hand too small for this world. A child said to have died by accident. her plaintive spirit lingering in cold spots and gentle tugs at the edges of blankets during sleepless nights. Beneath the castle, below the opulent halls and elegant gatherings, rests its most unnerving secret. The wine cellar and sprawling basement, a domain shrouded in palpable darkness. Descending the spiral stairs, visitors describe a visceral terror, hearts racing, skin crawling, an urge to flee as though watched by unseen eyes. Mediums report an overwhelming pressure, as if the very air itself rebelled against intrusion. The basement hosts a barrage of phenomena, deep growls from the stone walls, electrical lights flickering despite sound wiring, cold breezes that appear out of nowhere to curl around ankles and neck. Eerie footsteps echo from beyond view. Technology fails inexplicably. Batteries drain in minutes. Cameras flicker and malfunction. Audio recordings come back warped with static or chilling voices. Unlike the more intelligent or interactive spirits above, the entity in the basement exudes primal hostility. Some psychics describe it as ancient, perhaps elemental, something that predates the castle itself. Its moods shift from jealous guardian of secrets to ravenous devourer of fear. Those sensitive to the supernatural speak of feeling spiritually harassed, oppressive sensations, vivid nightmares after leaving, and a sense of being followed on their journey home. Its presence is so intense that even seasoned investigators will not remain alone below for long. Some speculate that the castle's disturbed energy draws from more than just tragedy. A confluence of rituals held in secret by past occupants has left a spiritual residue, lending the basement a reputation as a spiritual gateway or focus point for all manner of phenomena. Investigators and guests have documented electronic voices, names whispered in static, children pleading, adults firm. "Stay back! She's here! Go upstairs!" In the shaft of the antique elevator, a harsh voice pronounces, "You won't leave." Orbs and blurs caught in the grand hallways, cryptic streaks of color skittering across night vision. Shadow shapes flicker just outside conscious vision. Sudden dizziness and weakness, cold spots that bite, unexplained footsteps thundering in silent corridors. Many who dare explore the basement emerge shaken, needing guidance to regain composure and break the oppressiveness that clings until daylight. Yet by dawn's light, Henderson Castle returns to its stately elegance. Each room channels a different era of culture: Egyptian, Versailles, Rome, Vienna, ornate, layered, and resonating with restless silence. Some guests whisper that certain relics or books move of their own accord when all are asleep. The H-Chop House restaurant entices with fine cuisine, but a chill sometimes slides across diners, and many glance nervously at the empty seat at their table. The spa and rooftop hot tub pamper the living, even as some guests shudder at the brush of unseen figures or glimpse a pale face in the graveyard below. Tastings often turn spectral, glasses tip, bottles shatter for no cause, and uneasy laughter quiets when unseen music rises from the shadows. Staff abide by old warnings to never walk alone after midnight, always say hello to the air, and never ignore the compulsion to glance over your shoulder, especially on the stairs. For Henderson Castle, Every velvet-curtained room and marble-tiled corridor retains its guests. Those with mortal breath and those who exist only in memory and unrest. To sleep here is to share the mattress with centuries of whispers. To walk these halls is to risk becoming another chapter in an ever-lengthening tale, stitched in shadow and haunted devotion. Should you brave a night behind these locked doors, remember, here the darkness is patient. It waits. Perhaps it's waiting for you. So book your room, if you dare. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Fear Consortium, your sanctuary of terror. Until next time, stay vigilant. At Henderson Castle, the only way out is through the darkness. Sleep tight, if you can.